Hello everyone, welcome back to the Power BI project tutorials. This video is the continuation of the previous videos in which we are analyzing the customer data set for the banks to find out the target customers which are most likely to open an account with a bank based upon their data set which is in the form of a CSV file. In the previous videos, we have already introduced ourselves with the dataset, we have cleaned the dataset, removed any sort of impurities and manipulated it to create new columns based upon the already existing columns. In this video, we are going to work with the visualizations part. So without any further ado, let's start with the visualizations. The first visualization that I am going to create is based upon the customer balance. Like I want to know that what is the category of the customers that is keeping the most balance in our account, because the more the balance they have in our bank, the more we are likely to use that particular kind of an amount. Okay, so we have this balance information. What we can use is this age option and this gender option, right? So I'm going to use a line chart for this purpose. Now, when you want to create any visualization, you need to go to this visualizations pane, click on this particular visualization, and that would be available in the form of a blueprint. You can adjust its dimensions as per your wish. There would be guiding lines for you to easily understand that how much space it's going to take. And then you can just go into this kind of a focus mode so that this visualization is present in a full screen mode to create it, right? So in the access part, I'm just going to get this age. In the values part, I'm just going to get this balance. Let's see how it is looking. Let's give it a few seconds. Right, so this is how it is looking. That is 20, 30, 40, 50 and 60. That's the rough age categories in which we are getting the balance. In case you don't want the simple age, you want the age group, you can get that as well, and that would give you similar results. But the thing is, you have to just change the way it is looking. Like 17 to 20 must come first, then 21 to 30. So that is the sorting that you need to perform. If you want to change the sorting order, what you can do is go to these three options, three dots, go to the sort by option, and instead of balance, it is now right now sorted by balance. Let's just sort it by the age group. Okay, so it's sorted in the descending order. Let's just sort that in the ascending order. So again, go to these three options and there is the sort ascending option. So this is how it is sorted in the age group category, right? Like from 17 to 20, the balance is steadily increasing till 31 to 40, and after that it is decreasing. That's with the age group. But if you don't want the age group, you want as individual ages, then you can get that as well. So it is a similar kind of a trend, which is but much more predictive, much more easier to analyze with much more peaks and valleys. Okay, so this is about the age. If you want a gender-based classification as well, in the same visualization, what you can do is just get this gender into the legends part. Now what will it do is it would just distribute this particular visualization into two parts. The darker blue is for the male and the lighter blue is for the females. So what I'm going to do is just go to this format option and this data colors option to change the data color of the females, right? I'm just going to go with a shade of green, but that's totally your choice. You can go with any color that you want. The reason why I am doing this is because I want a clear distinction between the two values, right? Like the blue ones and the green ones. So if I'm using a lighter and a darker shade, so that would allow me to see the differences easily. Like the females are getting us the most balance in 34 years and 36 years, but the males are getting us the most balance in the age of 33 years. So that's our target. Okay, 33 years of male and 34 and 36 years of females to be most likely to be signed up for our customers, right? Now once the visualization is prepared, you can add some extra things into it, like the data labels. If you just toggle it on, so this would show you for the different peaks and valleys the balance amount that we are getting, right? But it is getting a little bit messy, so I'm just going to toggle it to off for now for this particular visualization, but we would be adding data labels for other visualizations. Once you are happy with your visualization, you can click on back to report option. Here again, if you want, you can just change its dimensions so that it looks the best as per your wish, right? So this was the one visualization that we have created. Let's just create another one, and this time instead of the balance, I'm just going to find out the number of the customers. Okay, so the number of customers by age, group and gender. This is the balance that they have given. That means if we want the most amount, what is the target I should go for? Now if I want the most customers, then what is the target I should go for? So let's just go with a stacked column chart for this one. Bring it in here. I want just side by side. Let's go into the focus mode, and I want the number of customers, right? So by age group, let's just get the age group into the access fields, and I want the count of the age group into the values field, right? Just like this. So it would give me the number of customers. Again, I have to perform the sorting operations, like I want to sort it by the age group, and I want to sort it in the ascending order. That is 17 to 20 must come first, then 21 to 30, and just like this. So 31 to 40 is the target age group. That is the most number of the customers are in this age group. If you want a gender-wide distribution, you can just get the gender in here as well. Let's just change its color again. Right now we are just going to go with a different color for the females, that is this shade of green. Again, why we are doing this? To get a contrast between these two values and to get a uniformity in our overall report. Like we did the same colors with the previous visualizations, so let's do this for this visualization as well. Now in here we can just add the data labels, so we can toggle it to on. This is how they are looking, and if you want a background for them, you can just toggle this background to on and play with this just to get the best possible data labels for yourself, right? Now if we just go back to the report, this is what we are getting: a count of age group by age group and gender, which is not a very good title. So we can just go to this fields option, and instead of count of age group, let's just double click over here and just change number of customers. Okay, so this would give us number of customers by age group and gender. Instead of age group, let's just change it to simple age, or age group is also okay. That's totally up to you. Whatever you want, you can just work with it. Okay, now if you want, you can just adjust the dimensions of these two charts just like this a little bit, so as to accommodate another kind of a visualization over here. Okay, now what kind of a visualization you can accommodate is the best bet is for a donut visualization if you want, but that is going to be a little bit difficult because now the values are not visible properly. So this is the adjustment part that you need to work upon for yourself to get the best possible adjustments. Okay, just like this. Now what we're going to do is work with some of these donut charts. So what I'm gonna do is just get this donut chart here, change its dimensions a little bit. I want to accommodate 2 to 3 donut charts over here. Go into the focus mode, and now I want a country-wise distribution or the region-wise distribution, right? So let's just get region into the legend and the count of the region into the values. Now when I am doing this, like the region and the count of the region, it is giving me the number of the customers in each region. That is how many times that region has occurred. It is given by this count value, and that is actually the number of the customers in that particular region. Okay, so that is why I'm working with this count of function usually often. Again, we can just go to data colors and manipulate its color scheme for a uniformity in our overall report. But that thing, now we know how it works, so we can just work with it on ourselves. Okay, so I'm not just going to show you. Next thing is this detail labels. As you can see, we are getting the value and the percentage. So I don't want the percentage, I don't want the value, I just want the percentage. So in the label style, I can just change it to the percentage. That means 53% of the total customers are from England, 28% are from Scotland, 12.95% are from Wales, and the remaining 5.26% are from the Northern Ireland. That means the most number of customers we are getting is from England. So this is what we are getting. Just go back to the report and it is visible in a good manner. We can just change its dimensions a little bit if you want, and we can also change its title, like instead of count of region we can just change it to number of customers by region. Just like this particular visualization is there, I want to create another visualization that is giving me the balance by region, right? So what I can do is just right click on this particular visualization, go to copy, create a copy of this visualization, and in the home tab there is this option to paste it. So I can just copy paste this particular visualization, because the visualization that I'm going to create is going to be very similar to this previous one. Just instead of the count of the region, it is going to have a balance in the values field. Okay, so we can just get that. Go into the focus mode. We are getting a similar trend in the balance as well, like 53% balance is in England, 27.82% in Scotland, 13.some% and 5.2% in Northern Ireland. So the distribution is almost identical by balance and by the number of customers as well. Okay, if you're talking about the country as the parameter. Next we can do is the number of customers by job classification. So we have this job classification field. Let's just get that here as well. Another visualization is going to come here, and just remove these values. Its time is going to be the job classification field. So let's get job classification and the count of job classification over here. So this would give us that how many customers are in each of these job classification, like white collar, blue collar and the other. So white collar workers are most likely to be signed up as our customers, and that is the one that we need to target, right? So just like this, we are going to create a number of visualizations and other things as well. That's all for this video. We are going to continue our discussion of creating visualizations in the next video. That's all for this one. Thanks for watching.